Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to grease your trombone slide so it's nice and smooth. So if it starts to get really stiff or you hear lots of grinding from metal on metal, you might need to put some slide grease on it. And you should, if you got a school trombone, got this stuff, which is what we should be using. Do not use creams. Creams really start to gunk up. We want to use stuff like this Yamaha trombone slide lubricant. This is really good. It will not cause a lot of gunk to build up if you don't do a really good job of cleaning your trombone each time. So always what you should do when you go to put new stuff on, we take the slide out. So we have this inner slide, and you're going to take a paper towel or something, and you're going to wipe off, just like this, all of the old stuff. Okay? Then, if you look at your trombone slide, one side will have this piece on it. That is the trombone slide lock, and then you look at which side of your trombone has the locking mechanism. Make sure those go on the same end. So we're going to put one piece in first. We're going to go just like this, and then we're going to stand it up on the floor. I'm going to angle my camera a little bit. And then we just take our trombone slide lubricant, and it's going to come out almost like snot looking stuff. You're going to just put it up here at the top, give it a little squeeze, get one drop here, and then one drop here. Don't need a lot. And then all we're going to do is we're going to carefully use this outer slide. We're going to push it up, kind of get that lubricant inside. And we're just going to go like this, up and down, and we're going to twist a little bit to the side. That's just going to spread that stuff all over the outside of this inner silver slide and the inside of this outside gold colored slide. So after we do that whole side, you take this out and you flip it to the other side. So now we're going to do the other half of the trombone. Same step. Put a drop, one tiny little drop up here, and then one drop off to the side a little bit. Catch any residue. And then we're going to slowly go up so it doesn't get all over the outside. And then coat. And then after we do this, we then take the slide out, we line it up perfectly straight, and we put both ends in, making sure we look at which side has our slide lock, and that it matches with the same side that has our slide lock on this one. And we put them together. And the trick, one good trick for trombones is, does it move pretty easily on its own? Does it actually move? Or does it stay in one spot? If you were to let it go, would it stay in one spot? That's when you know you need to oil it, right? And it should feel very easy just to move that slide. Last step, when you go to play, if you have a small spray bottle that you can put plain water or distilled water in, whenever you go to play, just lift up your trombone slide, spray each of the little silver inner slides with a little bit of water, and it will make it even smoother. So that way you barely use any muscle when you're moving that slide. That's the goal. Okay? That is how we do our trombone slide. Now, the other part is our tuning slide. This just has to be able to move, and the way you lift it is grab it with your hands, put your thumbs underneath this or off to the side here, depending on how your trombone is shaped, and you just push up with your thumbs, and you lift this piece out. If yours does not move, it is okay. If we really need it to move later, I will have you bring it to me and we'll look at it. Then you can just push this whole piece out, and it's these two non-shiny parts that need tuning slide grease. So it's not the same stuff. If you got it from me, you probably got one of these little chapstick looking containers that say slide grease for brass instruments. It looks almost like chapstick, and you're going to almost like chapstick, you put very little on. So we're just going to put just a tiny bit here, just like that, and just a tiny bit here. Notice I'm not really even pushing, I'm just letting it rub along the top, and that is all you need. Because the metal's really tight, and if you put too much on, what's going to happen is it's all just going to squeeze off, and you're going to have a whole bunch of residue up at the top that you're going to have to wipe off with a towel anyway. So you put it down, and you twist it around, that coats the inside. You pull that end off. You do the same with this end, and you twist around, make sure it coats the inside. And then, this is the parts you have to be very careful for, is lining it up. So we start off, we put one end in, we get the other end in, and sometimes it's very easy just to push it down. Other times, you might have to jiggle it a little bit to get it on, but never force it. If it's stuck, don't force it, because you don't want to snap anything or break it. Okay? So I'd recommend not worrying about this yet, but just as long as this piece moves, you're good to go. Generally, we only have to grease this after you wash the instrument. It washes all the grease and lubricants off. And that is how we grease and lubricate our trombones.